Hello, guys. Welcome. Today, we're going to be talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 6, Episode 5. And earlier on, we had a panel where we talked about the fight between Martel and so where we talked about Martel and um Melody's fight. But, well, we're not just doing a recap of everything that happened in the episode. But the first thing I'm going to talk about in today's episode, I think the episodes are beginning to pick up and it's becoming more interesting and lovely to watch. So the first we're going to be talking about is we're going to be talking about Stormy. Now, Stormy is literally advertising her business, Canvas Girl, on the show, and she's like showing us her warehouse and everything. And now she did call a a meeting with her staff, and I'm looking at this big warehouse. They have only one, two, three, four. I think there was another person, like two people that were not in the picture frame. Six people in this kind of big brand that ship out like 4,000 orders, and she's telling them that they should put in their maximum effect, like all their power into it. How would you have a very big warehouse and you only employ six people? You just don't do that. There's no way it's gonna work. And her cousin was telling her that they should hire more people. It will be more effective if they hire more people. And she was like, nah, I don't think about hiring more people right now. I think we should make use of the people that are in there right now. Work more with people there. And I'm like, really? Really? That's what you think? But what kind of upsets me very well is the fact that she decided that the best thing to do for herself was to cry in front of her employee. And these tears that she was crying in front of her employee was really annoying to me, because I don't think you should be crying in front of your employee. I think you should cry in your office. Even her husband, Courtney, was telling her, don't cry here. Go away. When you're in your office, then you cry. Like, I don't understand the tears she's tearing up in front of our employees. Yes, our employees. You're the boss. You're not supposed to show weakness in front of your employees. You're supposed to go into your office if there's any tears to be shared. It's not like she was tearing up. Maybe there was a bad news or a sad news. This was totally unnecessary, uncalled for, and I felt like it shouldn't have been. I felt like it shouldn't have been necessary to have put this on the show. In short, I think everything about her business on this show, to this episode, was so unnecessary, very, very unnecessary. Just like when tried to fire her and her husband tried to fire her cousin. I'm gonna say this thing. This firing has been the best firing I've ever seen in the whole wide world. I have never seen someone that was fired and you're literally smiling. With the recession in the country, this guy was fired and the smiles in his face was giving, I don't really care. And I'm like, are you sure there was a firing, or it just for TV? Let's just see that she can fire her cousin. But at the same time, if it's for TV, why would you go as far as wanting to fire your cousin? And after all, after I've firing your cousin, your husband is like, oh, no bad blood. We don't mix business with pleasure. We're going to see you in dinner. It just felt like, for me, it felt like film trick. It was not necessary. It was not important. I would say that it wasn't. this whole thing didn't make sense to me because the guy was just too happy. Like for someone that was fired, he's too happy for someone that's fired. I don't understand.
Person, that's one thing I ain't gonna do.
I don't understand how he was this happy. It just felt like it was not sincere. It was just a played out drama for us to be interested in probably Canvas Beauty. And I felt like it was unnecessary. And I felt like Canvas Beauty could do more. Stormy can do more. Because at this moment I'm feeling like her storyline is getting boring. Truthfully, her storyline is getting boring. I was happy that she replaced Destiny because we had Destiny for three whole 3 whole years, and Destiny, like 3 seasons, and Destiny didn't put anything to the table. But I didn't want a boring storyline. So please, you should pick up her storyline because I can't be watching her and be kind of slipping off when I'm watching her. You should pick up the storyline and please make it more realistic. It's called a reality TV series for a reason. I can't come and be watching it and it looks fake as fuck to me in any way. I can't. Well, another thing that like kind of made me laugh in today's episode was the fact that we had Melody also meet up with her team, and I don't know, the team was just her meeting was just too organized. It was like it took a whole production to make the way everybody was like, "I'm gonna take you to this. You have 3 months of this." I was like, I'm sure Melody is booked. I'm busy. I'm not disputing that, but I felt like it was too produced. Like it was just too much compared to the fact if you compare and contrast Stormy's meeting with her employees and Melody's own. ah, all in all, I felt like they should have scrapped showing us Melody's, you know, business and everything, and also scrapped Stormy's own. That is my opinion. I don't know for any other person, but I feel like that is what they should have done. They should have just automatically scrapped it out because it's necessary. Yes, I know Melody is busy, but still, it wasn't necessary at all. Now, moving on to another part that kind of the places that started pissing me off into this episode. First, we're going to talk about um Masao and Latisha about the fact that they wanted to do this African Expo or Business Expo, and now Maurice and Kimi are like meeting up with them, and like I don't understand. They don't understand actually what is going on. They're like complaining, like you have 100K. Are we gonna be having a pay? Are we gonna be having anything? Like just explain, like what exactly is this business all about? And Maurice Masa was like, I just want to use you for free and you're getting 100K. Isn't that selfish? I feel like at this moment, I feel he's just organizing it for him to pocket the 100K for himself. He's in need of money and he just needs to pocket money to himself. And he just said, okay, let me organize something, get the money, pocket for myself. Oh, I have friends that are influential, that have names that are popular. I'm just going to fix them up on the show and it will go fine. People are going to turn up. Oh, Jesus. And the fact that they could come for Kimmy and Maurice when they decided to challenge this art was something that offed me. I just want to play the clips of what they said about Maurice and Kimmy challenging their the way they want to go about this Black Business Expo.
Like that backlash from the group is, from Kimmy and Maurice, but
they kind of sound like Holtz right now, aren't they?
Yeah. I need for it to be Team Scott.
Maybe they got bit by a Holt and now they're starting to act like one, trying to change into one a little bit.
Maybe Kimmy been around Mel too long. I need to get back into this group.
Maurice and Martell.
Can you imagine? Literally, can you imagine them saying that they are acting like the spots and you feel like
might be a little too chummy.
Can you imagine them saying that they've been a lot with the Scott, and you feel like um Kimmy is too close with Melody, and that's why she's reasoning like that? Excuse me, it's not that. It's you brought up a business idea, and we know that you are getting money for this, and you're telling me to come and offer my time, time is money. You're telling me to come and offer my time to that stuff without bringing anything to the table, without saying, okay, I'm going to give you, even if it's $5, $10, nothing. And I know you are getting money. I need to ask. So them saying that they're acting like the holds, and they're, they are being hypocritical. They are being selfish, and they believe that, okay, because we are family, you should understand. Family doesn't make me understand whatever bullshit you have to say to me. You can't sell me rubbish and I'm buying because we are family. You can't in any way. Don't come and sell me something and you expect me to take it in because we're family. Of course, I'm going to criticize what you are saying. Sorry, my cat is. Of course, I'm going to criticize what you're saying. So I feel like that part on this, the Latisha and Masao, they just start. They I've been saying it recently. If you my other video I made about the fact that they opened a foundation fundraiser, I just want to say this, that I just want to say this, that they act as if everybody should bow for them. They are the most intelligent, and everybody should give them the money they need in the world, when you're not being sincere about what you want to use your money for. You can't tell me to bring in my money when you're not sincere about what you want to use the money for. Simple and short. Simple as that. You don't do that. Now to another, the factor that we the thing that sealed the episode for today is when we came to my guy here, Mattel, the able-bodied Mattel, that thinks he's God and he's bigger than any other person. Mattel. Now, I'm gonna play the clips of a little bit of the clips because I don't want any infringement. I'm gonna play a little bit of clips of the fight. Then we'll talk more on it. What pisses me off is the fact that, did you guys notice the switch up immediately, the switch up of Mattel from calm to so angry in a minute, in just seconds? That guy has anger issues. That guy has issues with being told no. Mattel does not accept no. Everything he says has to be accepted. If you don't accept what he has to say, forget it. That is how Mattel is. The way he went from 0 to 100 in a matter of seconds, I felt so bad for Melody. And I felt scared, because if I was the one in her place and I was talking to somebody from where on a level of 0, all of a sudden you went to 100, man, I would be scared, because that 100 was scary. And the fact that he was screaming at Melody's mom like that, and I'm like, you don't have a single ounce of respect. And the fact is that he speaks about respect. How can you be respected when you yourself don't have respect for somebody else? How is that possible, that you talk about respect so much, but you don't have respect for somebody else? It doesn't make sense. That literally offs me. Like, he talks about respect a lot, but the fact is that he doesn't have uh, respect for others. You can't be asking for respect from others when you don't have respect in your own dictionary. It's not possible. Respect is reciprocal. And when people see and feel respect from you, they also tend to respect you. Then you can complain if you show respect and you're a respectful person, but they don't give it that ounce of respect back. That is when you can now flare up. And the fact that she was trying to tell him that, you know what, you have this kid later today, even when she had in the custody agreement, she supposed to have the kids, and she's still telling you, I would allow you to have the kids after this party. She was being lenient because if the police shows up, if the court shows up, if you drag it anywhere, you were wrong. You were wrong. And when I realized that Mattel is a very big, big narcissist, is the fact that he was proudly saying this. He proudly said this about him and Melody.
Police and things of that nature. And that's been her thing. You know, she's called the police on me multiple times. And every time things have gone in my favor, that tells you a lot right there. You know, she's trying to hurt me in any way she can. And if we're supposed to be co-parenting effectively,
The fact that he comes out and tells himself that, okay, fine, I I've been arrested, I've been called, police have been called on me so many times by Melody. It's not something to be proud of. I don't know what he planned on gaining by saying that. If you can remember, this is just episode 5. Episode 1, this guy was telling Melody to pray on their relationship. I don't know if people decide to be blind. So from episode 1, he's telling them to pray for their relationship. Then now in episode 5, he's having this agitated, conversation. And he still thinks in his mind that Melody is the problem. Sometimes, when people are bad and rude, they tend to not see that they are the problem. They tend to always think every other person is the problem. And I think that's the problem Marcel has. He tends to think that every other person is the problem. And he isn't the problem. He is a problem. He's very hot-headed, like this comment said Marcel is so hot-headed. Yes, very hot-headed. And what got him is that he thought that he when he just shows up, Melody is just gonna mellow and be like, okay, fine, I will allow you into the party. And she was gonna cave in. So he was shocked that she decided not to cave in. She was shocked that she said, no, I'm not gonna allow this. We're gonna fight this thing out. He is a very problematic person. And I feel like Melody has to, like when Melody says she needs her space and time from this guy, I understand. Because I myself, if I was in Melody's shoe, I would need my space and my peace because this guy is toxic. Very toxic. You have other baby mamas. You have baby mama. You have a girlfriend, you are publicizing that is your girlfriend. And we don't even know whether you have other people. And you're coming here telling her you need to know when you are dating, know who you are dating. Why? Why do you want to know who she's dating? She doesn't question you who you're dating. She doesn't call you and ask you who are you dating. She literally doesn't care if you're dating anybody. So why should you care? You are divorced. When you mean divorce ended, the fact that Mattel thinks that Melody is the cause of their co-parenting failure is it's what ups me. If I can remember when they went on that destiny trip and they decided, okay, let's be cordial. And from nowhere, this guy started doing romantic, trying to get Melody to date him back, trying to woo her back. That is the problem, that when she gives him he literally wants to take allowance. She doesn't want to give him the idea that there's going to be something in the future for two of them. They have tried it. They have seen that it wasn't for them. It's done, dusted. And the fact is that she has realized that Mattel is the kind of person, if you give him an arm, he will want to take more than that arm. So she's trying to keep a boundary. Most of us don't understand what boundaries do. I love keeping boundaries a lot, even with my friends. Because sometimes you need to have sanity to yourself. You like think about like, okay, I need to have my space to myself. People don't believe that sometimes you just need to say, okay, I need my space, my time to myself only. I'm by myself. Even as married couples, even when you're not divorced, as married couples, we tend to sometimes want to, you know, create space for ourselves away from our spouses. Well, people will always have, as usual, people will always come for melody. Some people will still come for melody. But I was happy that the amount of people that was supporting melody today was more, because it will only take somebody that is trying to be very delusional or just saying, okay, fine, I just love Mattel a lot to support Mattel in that. Because Melody was trying to be understanding, but he wasn't. There's no way you can reason with someone that's not trying to be understanding. There's no way you can reason with someone that is very hot-headed. But anyway, like we say, let's not dwell more on it. We're gonna be waiting for next week, and I think next week is gonna be very interesting because, man, there is something that happened next week that I'm like looking forward to see how that is gonna play out. I'm just looking forward to how that is gonna play out. But remember to join us next week. Remember, we also always have a panel. Remember to also join the panel. I think at Talk with Slana, there's always a panel going on, and I think there's also going to be a panel this evening, later this evening, where we'll be talking about, and everybody in the panel is going to be talking about the whole recap of Love and Marriage Huntsville. So in case you want to get it gist, also have a full gist and have full people having their own opinions on this episode, make sure you join us on go to talk with Slana, our YouTube channel. Make sure you go there and turn up your post notification, turn up your notification actually, so you get notified when we're about to start the live, because I'm telling you, it's gonna be fun, where we all are gonna be talking about the recap of the whole episode. And you know, when a lot of people are bringing up their ideas, it's more fun than when one person is. But remember to also join us next week for another recap of Love and Marriage Huntsville, and I'll see you guys. Bye.